he's doing a bit of coaching, at various other teams, and Brentford got him in. And I'd say they got him in because they obviously liked bits of what he was doing. And what they did, and it's so typical Brentford, they just said, let's get him in the building, let's give him a job to do, and let's see how he gets on with that. So they got him in, and they said to him, hello, Mr. Andrews, right, we want you to be the free kick coach. And he's probably like, what the hell's that? They said, well, what we need to do is that we need you to basically sort out the free kicks. So they got him in. He's obviously done a very good job with that. But what that's also enabled him to do is come into Brentford and sit in the meetings, have his input. It's almost like, sometimes when you get a work experience guy who comes into your workplace and they come in before you know it, and they're very comfortable, and then they're in the meetings talking, well, you should do this, and all my kids do. And this is the thing that's really happening at the moment now. Before you know it, that little intern guy becomes quite an integral part of the company. Before you know it, they've accelerated their way up. I think it's probably very similar with Keith Andrews, where from what I've heard is that they really liked the way that he carried himself. The players really liked him. He spoke really well. He had some really kind of sort of far-reaching and very kind of like, I hate to use the word out the box because it's a bit old school, but you understand sort of kind of ideas and how they wanted to put it into place. And he also did a very good job with the free kick coach. So when Thomas Frank decided to leave us and go to Tottenham, and then he decided to take all the stuff that we had pulled together, not he pulled together, just going to make that point, that he pulled together, and he took it off to Tottenham with him. We'd interviewed a number of people, including one of the staff, Justin Cochrane, who's actually on the bench with Tuchel. So he's one of England's assistant coaches on the bench at the time. So Justin Cochrane was interviewed for the job. He didn't get the job himself, from what I can gather. But Keith Andrews was also interviewed for the job. And Keith Andrews, from what I can gather, he interviewed very well. And so they decided to offer him the job. Whether or not he got the job because Cochrane turned it down, or whether or not they gave him the job because they looked at the two of them and, they said that we want to get it before, that's not clear, and again, it doesn't really matter anymore. The fact is that he actually got the job. Being somebody who'd never worked in the Premier League before, that's pretty remarkable, it has to be said.